Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at...
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to CobraCast IRL, the single most important show on the internet, the best show with IRL at the end of the name. I hope you're all doing well. Let's fucking go. It's been a long weekend, so we haven't done a CobraCast since what, Friday? After Friday Night Tights. We had a little bit to talk about that night for sure. We had Gary from Nerdrotic on. We had Ryan Kennel, RK Outpost, and we were basically here to do the recap for what went down on Friday Night Tights. And people have been talking about that a little bit, but I think we've kind of moved past that for sure. I think most people get it. You know, we tried to have someone on that we had some difference of opinions on, and ultimately, from what I can understand, that person had a preconceived notion about what geeks and gamers and nerds are, and that preconceived notion blew up in that person's face, and they felt really stupid, so they decided to try and make us look bad. That's what I gather from it. That's just me just putting the pieces together. I don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what I took from it. And ultimately, you're not going to make us look bad. Like, we make ourselves look bad enough as it is. We don't need anyone to help us do that. But we're also pretty authentic, and that's why our audience really does support us and the level that they support us. And as per usual, and again, people have not actually... I haven't actually gone back and seen this, but apparently there was a $600 super chat that came in on Streamlabs that kind of triggered him. Apparently, I haven't even seen that, but that kind of goes in line with what happens all the time when someone else sees someone else getting success or support, it really upsets them, which is why you see them complaining about super chats and all this stuff all the time from people that hate us. So it is what it is. It's one of those things. We're just going to keep moving forward, and there's nobody that can stop us because we don't work for any corporation. We don't work for any brands. We work for the people. We work for the people here in the chat. That's who we work for. We got Captain Cook, new member. Thank you. I thought you were already a member, Captain Cook. Let's see. Ray Koku Ninja says Dick Masterson was the prom king, but never funny. Mike Hill says, how does Trump get blamed for everything? Because that's their only card. That's the only thing they can, that's the only card they have to play. Hazel Eyes, off topic, but Jeremy, are you and Ryan going to check out any of the NCAA stuff in Orlando? I know Ryan kind of keeps up with NCAA tournament stuff, so very possible on that front. And then Beardo is here as well in Orlando, so that might happen. I'll have to talk to Ryan about that. CCP is assho. Cobra Commander. Or let's see. Yeah, Cobra Commander, but I think it'd be Cobra Commander. I am unable to share the link in Twitter messages. Really wanted to share something with you and the Cobra crew. We have a Discord for the Snake Pit. If you want to drop it in this Discord, that'll help me kind of get some of the links if you guys want me to check out any videos. I saw the Lost Tales had a video that I might have to check out in there. Hayden for 20. What's happening? I'm late. You're not that late because we just started. So you're not that late. So we're basically just kind of doing a little quick recap of Friday Night Tights with the Gavin McInnes situation. And now we have a lot to talk about because Trump has decided to go after DeSantis pretty heavily. He's pretty animated for sure. There's also this. So I'm not going to pretend that I know much about the bank stuff. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm an expert on all of this. I understand it obviously from a overall standpoint. When you get into the meat and potatoes of it, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know that. But there's a lot to be concerned about. But one thing that I noticed about this, and I guess I'll just go ahead and show you guys this. This is right here one of the bigger problems with it. And it just continues to show you that wokeness is always a fucking problem and it's always a disease. I'll show you a quick glimpse of that before. We're not going to get fully into that topic yet, but wokeness is a disease. The Hanger Bay Damio says, got into debate with my dad over Ukraine, and he can't seem to understand that there is ideally no difference between the Middle East and war, and the war Biden has put us in. I think Biden is going to have trouble this election. I think Biden's going to have major trouble this election, and that's why the distractions will begin very, very soon. This whole bank thing it's going to be a nightmare for the Biden administration. But I want to show you guys this clip really quick about the bank stuff right here. And someone sent me a video I'm going to have to check out. But look at this right here. Silicon Valley Bank may have failed, but at least they reached their diversity quota and hired an LGBTQ queer person of color immigrant as their risk management chief. And this is what I'm talking about. Even banks are going woke, and wokeness will always lead you to disaster every single time. It will always lead you to a place where you don't want to be. It's a disease. Identity politics is a disease. Wokeness is a disease. They are focusing on diversity right here. Like, look at this. Just in, Silicon Valley Bank hired board obsessed with diversity, invested $5 billion for healthier planet, but had no chief risk for the 8 months. So they were obsessed with diversity. I saw this one right here. I think it was Tucker Carlson right here. And we're going to react to that momentarily. But it says Tucker Carlson is blaming the failure of Silicon Valley Bank on diversity. 100%. If you put any, when I say any, I mean literally any. If you put any emphasis in your company, if you put any emphasis on forced diversity, you are walking into a failing situation. Any focus whatsoever on forced diversity, representation, any focus on identity politics is a failing proposition. Period. End of discussion. That will always end up bad for you. It doesn't mean that everything that does go woke ends up broke per se, But everything that ends up woke will be damaged. Some things won't catch the wokeness in time, and it will completely cripple it or destroy it. But every single thing that is woke or has identity politics and focuses on diversity quotas will end up being hurt. And a lot of those things will end up failing miserably. We've seen it in the entertainment industry, but it's not isolated to the entertainment industry. It's every fucking where you turn. Everywhere. Notice how quickly the NFL backed off this bullshit? The NFL backed off of it. Now they've got little things here, little things there that end racism in the end zone. They have end racism. Oh wow, that'll certainly end racism. Thank you, NFL. Thank you so much for putting end racism in the end zone. It's nonsense beyond belief. But they have backed off significantly because they were hurting financially because of it. We're seeing Disney going through a disaster right now, and we're going to focus in on that as well. We've got the Little Mermaid nonsense, which is just unbelievable. Hayden, honestly, Temple said it, not financial advice, but probably divest in all companies leaning into ESG and go into companies that have negative ESG scored. I may be about to cause a problem at my job. I hear you on that. And thank you, Hayden. Hayden just dropped the 50 bomb on Geeks and Gamers Play. He's dropping the 50 bomb here because Hayden is awesome. And I work for all of you. So I thank you so much for that. Yeah, again, you cannot accept wokeness on any level whatsoever. You cannot. It will not help you. It will only hurt you. Any person that is focusing on this shit. Let's just go ahead and listen to what Tucker has to say right here. And I haven't heard this. So let's listen to what Tucker has to say right here. Mute. There we go.
Beginning. So here's the part where you pause and ask yourself a question that too few seem to be considering right now. They're doing this. What are they going to get in return? Oh, something for sure. Remember that after 2008, the Obama administration, Eric Holder, swooped in and imposed DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion standards on the entire financial sector. And that's one of the main reasons our big banks are now increasingly incompetent, and also one of the reasons Americans are so divided by race. Ideologues used the 2008 bank bailout to kill American meritocracy. That's a big step. Mostly unacknowledged, but we're living with its consequences. So you have to ask yourself, what are they going to do this time?
Listen, I want everybody to understand something. And well said to Tucker. I want everyone to understand. These people are going to create so much hell right now moving into 2024. They're going to create so much hell because they have tried every single tactic known to man to stop Donald Trump, to stop MAGA, and they can't. And now, do you see what's going on? Look, I don't know. Again, I'm talking out of my ass a little bit on this particular topic. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there because I don't understand the inner workings of this bank stuff. I haven't even looked into it, but what I'm noticing is suddenly this pops up out of nowhere right when the January 6th stuff blows up in their face, right up in their face. Just January 6th just blew up in their face. And now suddenly, this stuff comes up, which I think has probably been a problem already, but now the signal boost is out there. Suddenly we're not talking about January 6th anymore, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't stop talking about January 6th. You couldn't stop talking about it. It was every fucking where. These motherfuckers couldn't stop talking about January 6th. Now that January 6th was more discussed than it's ever been based on the narrative being destroyed. Elon Musk putting a signal boost behind it. Elon Musk calling it out. Suddenly now we don't want to talk about January 6th anymore. Suddenly now we're going to talk about something that people really are going to care about. Banks are failing, ladies and gentlemen. Your money is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And now suddenly, poof, January 6th is gone. It's all over now. Let's talk about something else that hits real close to home, something that hits every single living human being in a different way, but has an effect on every single one of them. Money. Just telling you, these people will do anything to keep power. Anything. It's a constant distraction. It's constantly trying to make you look a different way. January 6th narrative was out there. There were some real things to talk about. There were real discussions, real issues that needed to be discussed. No. We got to talk about January 6th being the next 9/11. This was worse than 9/11. This was worse than Pearl Harbor. And now that everybody wants to talk about January 6th because there's new footage that the government did not allow us to see, suddenly now they don't want to talk about January 6th anymore. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Pretty interesting indeed. So I that's where I'm at with it. Now, there was a video that that the Lost Tales put in the Snake Pit Discord. So I'm going to check that here in just a minute. Joe C. just confirmed SVB gave their employee bonuses on Friday before the regulators seized the bank. Also, major stockholders did a stock dump 2 weeks before collapse. All planned. Hail CobraCast. Always is, bro. Thank you, Joe C. It's just, this is where we are, man. This is where we are. And I'm telling you right now. Now, more happened with Trump, and we're going to talk about that today because he has upset some people like he normally does. But I'm telling you, man, this DeSantis deal is going to get ugly. And shout out to our Rumble audience. We do have Rumble up and running. So please go over there and show us some love on Rumble if you have not so far. But let me show you what Trump said today. Let me show you what Trump said today because people are pretty pissed off at him. Here we go. Here's what Trump said today.
For those of you that didn't notice, Florida was doing great long before Ron DeSantis got there. People are fleeing from New York to Florida and other places because of high taxes and out of control crime. It's really bad. Not because of the governor. Thank you, Mr. President, for doing that. But it's not because of the governor. Florida was doing fantastically. You had a governor named Rick Scott who did a very good job. Even Charlie Crist, a Democrat, did a good job, and he had very good numbers. Sunshine and ocean are very alluring. It's not too hard to work with those factors. So just remember, Florida was doing really well long before Ron DeSantis got there.
So I know the audio was a little low. I turned it up as loud as I could. But essentially, Trump's just saying that Florida was doing really good before DeSantis got there. He brought, Rick Scott, Charlie Crist into it. I believe that in 6 months to a year, you're going to, I think people might be singing a different tune than DeSantis, but at the current moment right now, that is not going to go over well. That is not going to go over well because DeSantis has done a fantastic job. Okay. I'm going to qualify this in the best way that I possibly can. I live in Florida. I'm a huge fan of Ron DeSantis. I've experienced Florida under Ron DeSantis. Why do we have Ron DeSantis? Let's back up from the beginning. We have Ron DeSantis because of Donald J. Trump. That's why. And hang on just a second. I got to check this. What is this? Okay. All right. Sorry. My apologies. But why do we have Ron DeSantis? We have him because of Donald Trump, because we would have had Andrew Gillum, a gay black crackhead, if we would have not had the endorsement that Trump gave DeSantis because DeSantis was losing. With that said, Ron DeSantis has done a phenomenal job in the state of Florida. Ron DeSantis has been amazing. There's just no way, shape, or form to dispute that. He's been amazing. Now, with that said, I think that Ron DeSantis was Trump's biggest fan when he needed Trump. And now suddenly, because Ron DeSantis all this momentum, he's got Paul Ryan in his ear. He's got some other rhinos in his ear. And there are clearly, it's not debatable, Ron DeSantis has super PACs out there putting attacks out there on his behalf on Trump. But he's not doing it himself. So he's playing the politician role right now, which drives me crazy. I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Was I there before Ron? Yes, I was there before Ron. Yes. And so I've lived in Florida for a long time. So but Trump typically does not hit first. Trump usually hits back. Trump is a counterpuncher. So he is counterpunching. The problem is DeSantis is playing this very smartly. DeSantis is playing this like a politician, but he's a very popular and respected politician, unlike most politicians. So he's playing this smart. He's taking the high road publicly, but privately, he's got some of the worst people you could imagine supporting him for president. And Trump knows that. And Trump understands that DeSantis is working from within to destroy him. That's what I believe that Trump is doing and why he's going on the offensive so hard against Ron DeSantis. That's my speculation. And again, as I've said 1,000 times, I'm a Trump guy. That's it. I'm a Trump guy. I'm not moving from that position. All right? It's not happening. Now, there's a lot of cowards in the conservative movement and the Republican side that they're not going to give you an answer because they're trying to hitch their wagon to the winner, and they're scared. They're scared to tell you what they really think, so they're just going to ride the fence, and they're just going to ride the fence until something actually plays out. And then they can go, oh, well, I was supportive of both of you guys. I just, I was always in support of whoever. I just wanted to make sure we had the right person, blah, 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 blah. That's what they're doing. And so it is what it is, man. So right now, this is not going away. This is only going to get worse and worse and worse. And we have to understand that is a problem. And the DeSantis Trump thing is going to get so dirty and so nasty. But I'm telling you right now, the mainstream media will support DeSantis 100%. The mainstream media is going to support DeSantis. They're going to treat him like he's a great governor. They're going to treat him like he's wonderful. And I saw a tweet from Salty the other day, Salty Cracker, and let me see if I can find it. And this is exactly what I believe is about to happen. I got to find it. Probably a little bit behind here. So Salty had this tweet. Yes, right here. This tweet right here says it all. They're building their case against Trump. Here's a tweet from Salty right here. House votes 419-0 on a bill that requires a director of national intelligence to declassify all information on the origins of COVID. The bill now requires Biden's signature. And Salty retweets it and says, they about to blame Trump. Yes. Now, they're about to blame Trump. They're building their case to throw this all on Trump. Now, the problem is Trump hitched his own wagon to this, and he wouldn't shut up about it for a long time. All right? I got to criticize him on that. But he has backed away. He has backed away because he's realized it was a losing strategy. But he talked about it so much prior to this. I don't know if he can fully detach himself from this. You know what I mean? So, it's just going to be so. But Salty's 100% right. They are about to blame Trump for this. They're working on it. How are people not seeing this stuff build up like right before our very eyes? How do people not understand it? It's so easy to watch this all play out right before our very eyes. And yet people just don't see it for some reason. I don't get it. I don't understand it. How are you missing this, people? We've seen the same song and dance. People really bought into the Russia collusion bullshit. They did it. They bought into that forever. How? How did you do that? What is wrong with you? Are you doing any research whatsoever? Do you understand how bad Joe Biden is as a president? Do you understand how old and senile he is? Do you understand that he's not even running this country? Do you understand that he's nothing more than a weekend at Bernie's president? They just prop this old man out. He doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't know what day of the week it is. There are people behind him that are making all of the decisions. He's just told what to do. And you're okay with that? Have you seen the immigration problem? Have you seen the economy? Have you seen the gas prices? Have you seen the fact that we're facing World War III? Have you seen any of this? Like, it's up to you, Americans, to do the slightest bit of fucking research. Seriously. Holy shit. Like, wake up. Please wake up. because we are in a desperate time right now. My goodness, man. Yes, that's true, Broken Patriot. All people care about, it's not Trump. At least it's not Trump. Well, here's one for you right here that I saw today, and I did tweet this out. Let me see right here. This is so funny right here. Look at this. Look at this. Poetic Justice, bank that got shut down by regulators, had previously banned Trump from banking with them. Oh, that is so glorious. Oh, that is so beautiful. Like, how perfect is that story right there? So you were focused on diversity, inclusion, and representation. That was your focus. Your initiative was to hire a chief diversity officer and get more diversity in the building. Only to ban Donald Trump from banking there, and now you're completely shut down. Oh my God. So good. So good. You got to love it. I love when a story has a good ending. And that right there is a fantastic ending. By the way, today we premiered our very first episode, our daily episode on Geeks and Gamers. We're doing a daily morning show, me and Ryan Kennel from RK Outpost. We're going to cover all the entertainment topics. We're going to keep it about an hour, hour and a half max. I hope a lot of people enjoyed it. So that's happening Monday through Friday, every single day on Geeks and Gamers at 11 Eastern a.m. So that's our daily morning show. We had a ton of people. We had well over 2,000 people watching us on our first episode. We didn't really even promote it that much. So I think that show is going to have a lot of traction as we grow it and we bring guests on. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we're basically just running through a lot of the different stuff. And I really appreciate you guys being supportive of that. We also had a great Mario Kart stream tonight. That was awesome, even though I was still just not, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I guess I got to start practicing that game again. I have no idea. It's a big, big disaster for sure. Now, I want to, oh my God, showing clips of Joe Biden is beyond cringy to me. But this is from ALX, a tweet that ALX put up. And he's like, the caption of this was, so glad we have strong leadership. So this is Joe Biden. Listen to this. Let me put the volume up.
President, what do you know right now about why this happened? And can you assure Americans that there won't be a ripple effect?
Do you expect other banks to fail, Mr. President?
Should all depositors be protected at all banks? All right, thank you, Mr. President. What do you know right now about...
How pathetic is this? How pathetic is this? Wow. The man just walks away from tough questions all day long. You remember Trump used to stand there. Trump used to just stand there and take those questions. Biden just, no,
why
I'm
this
done.
happened?
I'm done.
And can you assure Americans that there won't be a ripple effect?
Do you expect other banks to fail, Mr. President?
Should all depositors be protected at all banks? All right.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look, there was a great meme here. Right there. Anytime there's a question, official portrait of the 46th president of the United States of America. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. I mean, it's so pathetic. Yes, Trump stood there and took those bullets, took the fire like a man, like a leader, and Biden just walks away every single time. Who is voting for this man? Seriously, who is supporting this man? They literally had to change rules on YouTube, the second biggest search engine on the internet, just to appease the White House from getting dislike bombed, which still didn't work because you're still getting dislike bombed, by the way. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Kevin for $100. Is that New Zealand? I'm an American that is overseas right now, and I can tell you that the locals are laughing at our president and vice. Some are from South Africa, and they are telling me that it is now our time to suffer. I mean, honestly, if there's a single fucking person out there with common sense that voted for Joe Biden, then you're just as much to blame for this. Like, I mean that. Like, Donald Trump, you can love him, you can hate him, you can think he's mean, you can think he sends mean tweets, you can think all these things. That none of that's relevant. You can hate Trump, fine, go hate him, cry all night long, but he's still the best president we've ever had in my lifetime. And the reason I always qualify that is because I wasn't alive for other presidents, so I can't really make those judgments. I do the same thing with like sports. You know, I say, hey, it's the best player I ever saw or whatever. So I'll put those qualifications out there because I can't speak for other presidents. But in my lifetime, Donald Trump is the best president we've ever had. And it's not even close. And that's just the reality of the situation. So you've got to step outside of your comfort zone and realize what's going on. And what's going on right now is that we are heading down a massively dangerous path right now. Whether it be the Ukraine situation with Russia, whether it be the immigration problem that we're facing, whether it be rising gas prices, whether it be the banks failing, whether it be how we're viewed around the world, it's a huge problem. Our military, and again, it didn't just start with Biden, but it's gotten really amped up with Biden now. Our military is focusing on diversity and inclusion and representation. What the fuck? Like, again, it was never about just entertainment. It was never about that. Entertainment was the vehicle in which they were trying to take over. It's far bigger than movies and video games, which is exactly why I think the conservatives might be the single biggest problem. Yes, Democrats are horrible people. Yes, they're going to ruin this country if we let them, but too many conservatives can't get out of their own damn way. Conservatives theoretically should be the people that could stand up for this and realize this, but they're too busy getting in their own damn way. And that's why we're in this position to begin with. And we're going to keep being in this position if this happens. It is a legitimate culture war. Marby Dog, you are 100% right. A legitimate culture war. Holy shit, man. I saw a profile picture. I have to blow this one up if I can find it. You're talking about Lincoln, but where is it at? Where did that profile picture go? I see Ruben in the chat. What up, Ruben? Eric K in the house. Look at this. Look at that profile picture. Oh, man. Such bad shape. We're in such bad shape. Oh, my God. It's amazing. But, hey, mean tweets was the biggest problem, right? Mean tweets was our big problem, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, right here, look at this. And this is somebody that I've talked about many times, okay? But this is Kari Lake, okay? Listen to what she says right here. This is the type of attitude. This is the type of attitude that we got to have. This is the type of attitude.
The straw poll as to who should be his vice president, well, it speaks for itself. You are number one with some other people trading at 1 or 2%. I got to ask you, you got to keep doing what you're doing in Arizona. But what about teaming up with 45 when he becomes 47?
Well, you know, I've said it before. I'll say it again. My number one goal is to continue to move our election case forward. We have filed it in the Arizona Supreme Court. That is my goal. Arizona needs common sense, Arizona first leadership. And that's why I'm fighting this election that was run so poorly here in Arizona. At the same time, I want to do anything I can to help President Trump win the White House again. And I want that not for my own, not for me, not for my political career. I'm not even interested in a political career. I'm interested in saving America. And I want my kids to have the American dream. I want them to have the American dream that I've been able to live, the American dream that caused your parents, Seb, to relocate and come to America so you could have access to that. And right now, we are dangerously close to losing that. And so anything I can do to help President Trump, I will do. I want to see him in the White House turning things around.
She's so awesome, and her attitude is just it's such a good attitude that we need to see more people with that same attitude. You know, like she's just got it. She's got more balls than most of the men in the conservative Republican side of things. She just does. That's just a fact. She's amazing. And every time I hear her talk, every time I hear her when she's asked about Trump, she says exactly what needs to be said. Exactly what needs to be said. And I still feel that, you know, she's like, in terms of her being a VP, I still wonder if that's the best choice because, again, Trump is I don't think she adds anything to the ticket, but historically the VP never has. So that is something that needs to be acknowledged. Historically, the VP is someone that's never really added anything to the ticket, but I don't think she adds, like, she's just a female version of Trump, which is not a bad thing at all, but that's essentially what she is in terms of the optics involved. But it is a grand slam team. Like that's a tough team right there. Trump and Kari Lake. That would be pretty awesome. I think Rand Paul would be a really good VP as well. I think the DeSantis argument is just gone. I don't think that's happening. I don't think there's any scenario where that would happen. I just don't, unfortunately, and that's just the reality of the situation. I think that ship has sailed. So, you know, that ain't happening. Now, here's the promise from the 46th president, Joe Biden. I'm sure this is going to calm everybody down, guys. So if you're worried about everything going on, please understand Joe Biden's got everything under control. Okay. You got nothing to worry about.
No losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Let me repeat that. No losses will be borne by the taxpayers. Instead, the money will come from the fees that banks pay into the deposit insurance fund. Because of the actions that our regulators have already taken, every American should feel confident that their deposits will be there if and when they need them. No.
Does anybody actually believe that? Like, does anybody believe this man? Like, seriously, anybody? There's no way. So the Lost Tales put this video in our Snake Pit Discord. Trying to find it. Where's that? The Lost Tales. Where's that video at with what's his face from InfoWars? Did I miss it, or did it just refresh on me? I thought you had one here at the bottom. Maybe I'm missing it now. Oh, it's not a video. Okay, it's not a video. I thought it was a video. Is it an article? Is that what it was? Well, I can't find it now. So put in there, Lost Tales. Let me see. Let's see. No, I didn't. Okay, I see you now. I thought you put one with what's his name? What's the guy's name from InfoWars? If you guys say his name, you'll know who I'm talking about. Not Alex Jones, obviously. Let's see. Say his name for somebody. The guy from InfoWars. Oh, it was a live stream. It was a live stream. Okay, that's still the same video. Owen Schroyer. That's what I'm talking about. It was Owen Schroyer. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Owen Schroyer. It was a live stream. Okay, can we watch it? Is it worth me reacting to, I guess, is the question I would have. That would be the question. Anyway, if you want to post it in there, we can. We do have another. So there was one topic that I teased about talking about on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that topic. Now, I kind of like when you find some person that's completely like overweight and disgusting and has no real purpose in life. But they try to troll. It's really funny to try to troll them back and make fun of them being really fat and ugly. So I'm not sure if I'm actually, my plan was I just teased that I was going to talk about this person just to troll them, just to make them watch, just to get excited that I was going to mention their name. But reality of it is, and now that I've got it confirmed that they are watching, because they had me blocked on Twitter. But I kind of just don't want to talk about him at all and make him feel stupid for fucking getting excited in the first place. Because I am smarter than this person. I'm far better looking, and I'm clearly not as fat. Holy shit, but that's not saying a lot. These are things that I'd say 99% of all human beings have an edge on this person as well. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, you know, here's how we'll work it. If you want me to talk about this person and roast them and destroy them, then I can. Or if you don't want me to, biggest super chat for or against wins. So there you go. So I'll make money off this fat loser either way. And then we'll determine. So if you say, if it's a $20 super chat that says, I do want you to talk about this overweight, pathetic, disgusting, ugly human being, but then a 25 comes in and says, I don't want you to talk about it. So we'll see, you know? So we'll just, we'll roast him that way. Because yes, this is a very overweight, ugly person that doesn't have a whole lot going on in life, which again leads you to want to just troll on Twitter and make up lies about people. I understand. You got nothing else going on. So why not? Vexner says President Biden is now proposing federal legislation that would force states such as Florida to allow doctors to perform child sex operations in a very recent interview. Really? Does somebody got a clip for that? I would love to use that one. Let me get a couple of these really quick. If we got a clip, I'd love to react to that. Darth Who, 12-hour workday turned into 4 hours, and I'm not committed to any new games till Resident Evil 4 comes out. So this stream is good timing. Hashtag CobraCast never dies. Thank you, Darth Who. Blue Volt guy says, you watched the Quartering Crowder interview. If you have, what are your thoughts? If you haven't, you should. Also, Gavin deserves the beard of shame. Gavin got the beard of shame on Friday. I watched a little bit of his interview with Crowder. I didn't watch all of it, but I did watch a little bit of it. And to be fair, while I'm not the biggest fan of Crowder, I'm happy that he's got a deal worked out with Rumble, because I think that's good for all of us. You know what I mean? So, all right, we got $2 saying not worth the effort. Here, the two. There you go. That's how pathetic this person is, that we can't even get more than a $2 super chat for them. That just shows you they're not even worth the grift. Oh my God. I was hoping this fat loser would be worth more than a $2 super chat, but clearly not. Oh, there it is. Now we got a 25 saying bring shaming back. Roast the sucker. All right. Hey, 25. That's 23 more than the one that says not to. All right. So 25 is good. Gerald Armstrong, Jeremy, you need to look up Realpolitik. It will show you how Trump's mind works. I'll look at that. Prince Lethal, what up, Lethal? We need to address the serious problem that is the positive review bombing of Cobra Kai. It's a serious problem. Cobra Kai is one of the best shows in recent memory. Lethal, who's clearly retarded, thinks it's not good, which again proves my point. Cobra Kai is fantastic. It's amazing. So I can't get over how good it is. And season 5 was the second best season. The first season was the best. I think season 3 was probably the worst, but season 5 was the best. So, all right, let's see. Kevin says, as a new member, thank you, Kevin, for becoming a new member. Charles says, Trump, MAGA, and Geeks and Gamers for life. Thank you. James L. Jesus. Do a show on Sean Hibbler and talk about entering Neverland. I'll have to look into that. There is Hayden with that bitty lying dog face pony soldier, $1.99. Eric K. Jeremy, I heard Risk Manager was a 23-year-old diversity hire in charge of 30-something billion. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, you said talk? Hang on. My bad. Not worth the effort. Talk. Oh, here's the 2. Oh, not worth the effort. I thought you meant not to roast. My bad. My bad. I did read that one, okay? Here to switch VPNs roast. BMCCB. Thank you, man. Thank you. The Matrix and Roadshow. Everything woke turns to it's true. Everything woke. Yeah, I got you, man. Not worth the effort to give you more than 2 to talk about it. I got you, bro. My bad. Josie, I got that one. 0 for 99 cents. Thank you, Blue Vote guy. You missed my chat, man. I got you, bro. I got you. Stuart Halverson becomes a new member. Thank you. Bradley Burnett has gifted 5. Got 5 Geeks and Gamers. I'm sorry, D-Day Cobra memberships. 5. Thank you. Gerald Armstrong, did you see how Biden walked out of his press conference today? I did. I just played it. Bashy washy. We don't talk about pedos. Bashy just dropping a bomb. And I prefer to not talk about the weirdo, to be honest with you. So Bashy's in the lead now. And yeah, because I mean, this loser, this fat, pathetic, ugly, disgusting person is sitting here watching the stream right now, wanting me, someone far more important than him, far more successful, far better looking, and an above average penis. All of these things working in my favor. And it's desperate for me to talk about him. Desperate. So, just saying. Where are we at? Gerald, so I got that with Tyler Harris. Live in Florida with you, brother, in a pretty rural town. People seem to be hitching their wagon fully to DeSantis 2024. Shaking my head. He isn't, in my opinion, ready for 2024. I agree. I am 100% on the Trump side, not DeSantis at all. But I like DeSantis, but I'm just not going to do it. I can't do it, man. Take $20 and pwn this I command with the Serpentor quote, which I can appreciate. Not Dan Vasc. Dan Vasc is almost as overweight as this person I'm talking about, though. So Dan's not here. Dan is playing Fortnite. I was just playing Fortnite with Dan and the Geeks and Gamers crew, but I had to end Fortnite to come speak with all of you lovely people. And I'm happy I did. Even though I dropped 10 kills in the match, we finished third, but I only had 1 round after Mario Kart. So I dropped 10 kills, but then I had to come over here because CobraCast. Westfield, what has changed from 2020? Remember, failed midterms. McDaniels is clueless about ballot harvesting and machine malfunctions. Guarantee GOP loss in 2024. Well, Trump wants to embrace ballot harvesting, which is a good sign. What has changed, though? You're right. It's a good question. I mean, I don't think they can pull the COVID card again, but you still have fucking weirdos walking around with masks right now. So what do I know? Maybe they can pull another COVID, and maybe you can get all these fucking healthy 25 and 30-year-old fucking beta males to put on a fucking mask and walk around like they're fucking protecting something. That may very well happen. They may very well pull another COVID and have all of these fucking losers just mask up and just pretend that there's something come out there to kill them. I literally see people still wearing masks. Healthy 20 and 30-year-old grown-ass fucking men wearing masks. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? Oh my God. Really? Do you got a clip? I know nothing about it. So if you got a clip, I'd love to see it. Let's see. I'm looking. You guys just drop me YouTube links if you got something, and I'll check it out. But I have not heard that. So, but yes, they will bring COVID into it though. Like they will pull the COVID card. All right, hang on. I'm looking to see. Oh, is this it? Okay, let me see. Okay, so he did talk about it. All right, I guess we're going to play the clip. This is from CCP is asshole. You guys want to see this clip from Gavin talking about it? You want to see this? You guys want to see it? What up, Camelot? You guys want to see this? I have not seen this. Okay, listen to me. First, I got to get... Look, I don't know what the fuck. I got to get my guys to screen this thing before I fucking do it. So, all right, guys, watch that really quick backstage. Let me know if I'm okay to play it. Jay Hailstorm, watch that clip. It's 5 minutes. And all right, I will. Give me a minute. I already had one dick just pop out when Gavin was on my show. I don't want to have another one pop out, even though clearly it's not. So, swear, you got to be careful with this fool. And again, I'm a fan of Gavin. I've always been a fan of Gavin. I've always liked him. So that's so funny. But yes, they could very well pull the COVID card. Cobra Commando becomes a member. Cobra Commando. Yes, my show. Friday Night Tights is my show, along with Gary, along with Ryan, along with everybody else. It's a group effort. It's a Geeks and Gamers production held on the Nerdrotic channel. So Sweet Potato Night says Trump needs to attack DeSantis more. DeSantis can't play nice politician forever. Eventually, Trump will break him. That's what I believe. And I'm glad you said that, Sweet Potato Night, because there's a lot of people that are getting upset and triggered over Trump. And I get that. Look, I hear you. All right. But Trump is playing the long game here. All right. And DeSantis cannot take the high road forever. He cannot do it. He is going to have to get down in the mud with Trump at some point if you're going to actually challenge him for the Republican nomination for 2024. He can't do this forever. And once you get in the mud with Trump, it's over. You are not beating Trump when you're in the mud, because nobody slings mud and nobody can absorb mud like Trump. Okay? Nobody. And so that's the bottom line on that one. So I'm glad you said that. Bradley Burnett for 25. Been living in Tampa since 95. Maybe back in my law school days, I was drinking at the same bars as Charlie Chris. Stories, I'm 85% sure I'm going to Vegas. I'll buy some single malt and talk some politics. Time to win. Thank you. Hell yeah, man. All right, good stuff. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch it. We got the all clear from the team, from behind the scenes. Let's see what the fuck happens here. All right. This is Gavin talking about FNT. Here we go.
Oh, Full Metal Tights. What's it called?
Friday Night Tights.
Friday Night Tights instead of Friday Night Fights. And I argued with a bunch of gamer nerds about liking Spider-Man. Very likable group, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And
okay,
I found out that they're all married with kids. So who the fuck am I? I can mock you for being an infantilized adult if you don't have a wife and kids. But like the dude in the top right has 5 kids, so he's better than me. If I have 3 kids, if you have more than 3 kids, you're better than me, especially if you're around for them, obviously. But I said I'll give you 3 hours. And I needed an out after 3 hours, so I pissed this desk.
The future. Also, Ryan, you should have been a bubblehead.
There you go. No, I didn't have to.
Wait a minute. Is it safe, right, Jed? I got to make sure. I love you, Jed, but I got to check. Hang on. Okay. All right, I had to check.
I didn't have to go down on subs, stayed on carriers. So.
I waited too long to piss. It's already started. Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! Sorry, guys. Whoa.
And there it is.
Sorry, guys. Whoa.
Wait, that was a fake one, right?
Yeah, it was fake.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
fake.
Okay, that was fake.
That was a Minecraft one. The future. Also, Ryan.
I guess they have to say it's fake because it was. I didn't realize it was live on YouTube.
Yes.
Open to children.
Yes, it is.
First of all, if anyone saw my penis in that, it was freezing in the studio. We had turned the heat up, so you're not really seeing representation of thing.
That's true.
Yeah, they're cool.
Hopefully, they think the same of you.
I don't care. But yeah, this guy is doing a comic book of me because I said comic books are gay. Superhero comic books, obviously. But look how shitty this drawing is.
What? I thought it was cool.
Of course you did.
Like, I'm pretty critical about comic book stuff. I like
but look
thick
at
lines.
that. It's obviously technically good, but
Yeah.
like, what kind of suit is that?
Oh,
But that's.
And why are my sleeves? Who rolls up their sleeves? And look at the other picture. You can tell
he knew it was live. He asked us if we were live yet. So he knew it was live. I don't know if he knew the ramifications. I don't know if he knew how many people were watching us. We had like 15,000 people watching us, but he knew it was live.
tell this black dude's never worn a suit before, because look at those cheap ass shitty shoes.
Oh yeah, they do look like
those are like the guy who manages Arby's.
Yeah, those non-slip loafers.
Yeah. But
like Dexter, the brand Dexter.
Yeah, but the guy in the top middle and I kept fighting the whole time, and he was very proud of his geekness, which is whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously don't truly care. But his argument was that guys like me saying fuck you for being into Spider-Man is the reason that all this superhero stuff went woke, and it's why it all sucks now, and it's affecting children's brains.
Yes.
So by me saying fuck Spider-Man, I am contributing to the decay of children's brains.
Yes.
And making all their culture woke. And it is true that their culture is woke. Turn on Nickelodeon, turn on Cartoon Network, and I look at my 10-year-old and he's bored by Gravity Falls and Steven Universe and all these stupid, shitty, woke cartoons. So though he's correct that the culture, not just superhero culture, but kid, cartoon, whatever, gaming culture, all those kid things are shit now because everything is woke. But the implication that it's my fault for not getting involved is stupid.
No, it's not, because this is why the left sees this opportunity, because they understand the importance of it. And so they put aside their personal concern for it because they see the bigger picture. They see the implications that it has on the young mind. And as I said during Friday Night Tights, right to your face, if it wasn't that important, the left would not obsess over this stuff. The left would not be so focused on taking over young children's minds with this stuff. It is having a profoundly negative impact on it. So you personally, Gavin, or anyone else, don't have to like it, but you should damn sure respect it and understand that it matters on a much bigger level than you seem to understand. And so when someone like me on a show of that size is trying to tell you, Gavin, I've been watching you for years, I appreciate you. I even brought out some points that he's made over the years just because I have seen him. So when someone like me, who destroyed every myth that you had in your head about nerds and geeks, is telling you I'm a Trump supporter, I'm a gamer, I'm a family man, and I got 15,000 people watching me right now, maybe you should fucking listen to what I'm saying and take your head out of your ass. Just saying. It's just a point. That's all. But this is really fun listening to him talk
That
about
is not a good argument. And I kept giving him analogies like, I hate the way kids' books are all a female black astronaut now. Walk into a kid's bookstore and it's nothing but an 8-year-old black girl wearing a fucking space helmet. I gave up on kids' books? No, I talk about it all the time. I did a whole hour-long video about the reading list that kids get in school and how garbage they are. I'm also outraged at the general state of education. Like, the fact that I don't like video games means I abandoned my position.
That's not it. That's not it at all. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I didn't say, let's rewind exactly what he just quoted so I can knock that down really quick.
The fact that I don't like video games means I abandoned my position. That's not a good argument.
Never said it's because you don't like video games. You don't have to like video games. I don't like Star Trek. Does that mean Gary is an idiot because he focuses on Star Trek? No, it has nothing to do with your personal opinion of how you see that particular industry or medium. It has nothing to do with that. It's about your lack of understanding as to why the culture is being destroyed by people like AOC, who goes on Twitch streams and pretends that she cares about this shit just so she can have young people go, oh, wow, AOC's cool. And she's playing video games with my favorite Twitch streamer. Oh, man, Democrats must be awesome. And that's why kids are being pulled into this bullshit. And people like you are going, fuck video games, fuck superheroes, fuck movies, fuck this, fuck comic books. And when you push it away, you open up the floodgates for the fucking demons to come in and take over. And that's exactly what's happened. So anyway, I like what he's got to say, though. I'll give him another minute right here.
And furthermore, as we all watch this incredible decay, I do know what happened. What happened was the gamers saw people coming at them. This is back in early Gamergate when I first met Milo. And they went, uh-oh, we're under threat. I'm going to go with the wokesters. And they chose the wrong ally. They went woke. They said, we're going with, remember that chick on G4?
Yeah.
Jess Franco, Snowflake, I forgot her name. They went with that team. And when she went like, peace, and she was an annoying lesbian who admits she doesn't play video games, they went, oh shit, we chose the wrong team. And then G4 sank. And what happened to them? Like, this goes back to January 6th and everything. We've been sitting here twiddling our thumbs going, we're right. And they went, no, you're not. Fuck you. January 6th was an insurrection. And now they're coming around going, oh shit, you were right. Hi, welcome. Have a seat. Splash, splash on my pit.
So overall, I got to say, though, I appreciate Gavin. Like, look, I appreciate his take on it. Obviously, I think that I don't think that Gavin is, I think he's a smart guy. I've watched enough of him. I think he's a very smart guy. I think he's also caught up in a lot of this stuff that hurts the conservative movement, or just when I say conservative movement at this point, I just mean non-leftist movement, because I don't give a fuck what your beliefs are. As long as you're not a psychopathic leftist, you're on my side of the argument. We don't have to see eye to eye. We don't have to have the same fucking politics. Just as long as you're a non-leftist. That's all. That's all I'm looking for. We don't have to love Trump together. We don't have to see eye to eye on all of these things. Just don't be a psychopathic leftist and you're on my side. You know what I mean? And so he's not a psychopathic leftist. He's a very smart guy and he's been doing this for a long time. And so overall, I respect and appreciate his take on it. He probably, look, I feel very confidently that he didn't know a lot about us. He requested to come on Friday Night Tights, though, which is the thing. He requested this. He talked to Gary about this. He approached Gary. We didn't approach him. He approached us. Why are you approaching us? If you're so dismissive of what we do, what was the point? And it doesn't seem like it didn't seem like his intent was to come in there and be disrespectful. That's just kind of the way that it happened. And I probably instigated some of that. I mean, look, I'll play it right now. Let me find it. Let me find, just so you guys hear what I'm talking about here. Let me show you. Let me go to Nerdrotic Live. Okay. I don't know. Nerdrotic Live videos right here. Okay. What? It said this video might be inappropriate. Are you kidding me? The hell are you talking about? All right. So I don't know exactly at what point I said something to him. Trying to find it. Give me a minute. Okay, right here. This is somewhere at the point where because I'm the first person that kind of popped back at him. So right here. Hours and hours to make a lot of money doing it. If that qualifies me as a chick, I'm a chick.
No, I mean, you're like your person that you choose. Is it a male or a female?
I'm usually Snake Eyes because that's a G.I. Joe character, but I also play as big booty Latinas on there. So, you know.
That means you're gay.
Why are you a chick in the game? Yeah.
So it proves I'm not sexist.
See, I think this whole trans thing may have started with video games where someone plays as a chick for 6 hours and the next thing you know, they're a chick. Like, what was that video game you were playing, Ryan, where you used to kill dinosaurs in drag?
He's not talking to Kennel.
Zero Dawn, but you don't have an option.
Okay. Gavin, if you're going to be playing a game where you're going to be staring at a character's ass for 6 hours, would you prefer to stare at a male ass or a chick's ass?
If you're going to play a game where you're looking at yourself, would you rather it was a man's arse or a woman's arse? Why don't you just dress up as a woman and look in the mirror then? You're looking at a chick.
Or you can just dress up as a woman and play the game. I mean, Shad does wear skirts, so
Gary's the only one that doesn't play games here, so he's probably the only one that's not super gay from that perspective.
except for my shirt.
I don't think it's gay. I think it's infantile. I think that if you're playing with your kids, it's a good way to bond with your kids. But this perpetual adolescence of giving a shit about superheroes and video games, I mean, it's embarrassing.
You picked the perfect podcast.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let's see.
Well,
No shame to my game, baby.
Is you guys get into the economics of it, and it's obviously a multi-trillion-dollar industry, so the economics of it are fascinating. But then you sort of go, why not just work there? Like, you should work at Disney or Marvel or something. You know more than most of the people there.
Well, we haven't cut our dicks off, so we're
Yeah,
not allowed to.
yeah, that's-
But I do think when it does come to what's driving a lot of culture, it's undeniable that the reason they've taken over these industries is because they know they can have an effect on culture. So regardless if some people aren't interested in something, there are a lot of people who are, and that's what we're seeing play out in culture right now because of a lot of the shit that's shoved into nearly every aspect of the entertainment industry.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I noticed that all the cartoon characters, whatever, comic book characters are black now.
Yes.
Like Thor and everyone is going black.
I'm not a big fan of that. No.
Isn't it possible that these companies are going, well, we already got whites, blacks?
I'm pretty sure this is where I say something back. So I'm finally like, I need to go ahead and set a tone for this dude that I'm not really going to listen to this bullshit. So here we go.
Seem to love our shit. Like if you go to a comic store in Manhattan, it's all black people walking around. It's like their library. So maybe they're going, let's just up our numbers and make it black and we'll sell more.
No, I think what it is when people that dismiss the culture like you have been push that kind of mindset away, and then social justice freaks actually take over those industries, and then they pander to children, and now they're indoctrinating children because you're dismissing the importance of how it has on the overall culture, and that's why we're losing the culture. So I think that's why we're getting so many black characters, because freaks that don't care about this stuff have overtaken it. And people that should be interested in it are dismissing it because they don't realize its importance. And it's why we have a psychopathic, geriatric man that doesn't know where he's at in the White House right now. And that's a big problem.
It is. And it's not just, it's, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's what Eric July calls hand-me-downs. It's just the race and gender swap.
If you guys want to go watch that, but that's kind of like at that point, and then, at some point in time, what was it? Was it the X-ray girl point where he was asking all these questions, and I finally had to say, like, bro, like, you guys have to stop answering his questions.
What?
Yeah, you're not different.
In front of Mark that we went to school. Yeah.
Yep.
When
easy song.
I don't think.
God. God.
Somebody did you make like?
Can I help the panel out here?
Isn't, so she went to school.
Down and
So-
it ended up in
So
there.
right here,
so-
this is where Gavin is kind of going through the panel, and he's asking like all of these, questions about relationships and your past and all this, and an X-ray girl who's the best. We love X-ray girl. Like he's digging into like her previous relationships, and I'm just like, I'm getting tired of hearing it. So I finally had to step in and say something.
Then you got mad at the girl, and you're like, why are you lying on your back with your legs spread when people are running around with boners who could trip? So then
anybody
you
could
said
fly
you're
up
a
in there.
cheater and you're an asshole, which sounds accurate. And then you said, I'm not doing this. And then you
Yeah.
met a new guy a few years later, and now you got him.
And
That's
he's
like
awesome.
10 years later, though.
No, we met when I was 2019. So.
You were 2019.
No, we met in 2019.
And how old were you then?
29.
Oh, okay. So it took you like 4 years to recover from that.
Well, she's Asian, so she went to
Well, not
school. She went to
recovered.
school and
I
studied a
was
lot and
dating
lived under a
before
rock
that,
and never
but it was
watched
a lot
a
more
single
choosy.
movie. And then when she got out from under the rock in school, she decided.
Can I help the panel out here?
Asian, so she went to school.
Can I help the panel out here? The less you say when he asks you a question, the less follow-up he can add on. So when he asks me, I'm going to say, it's none of your damn business, and I don't tell the internet my personal life. So that's how you handle it. Stop giving him more answers so that he can follow up with more questions.
I don't
He's
know.
Really
Isn't
good
it
at this.
interesting? I like to hear about people's love
He's
lives.
really
It's-
good at this.
Gossip.
Yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it right there. And yeah, so at the end of the day, I like his response. Overall, I like what he had to say. We had a little, so we just played a clip. Thank you to CCP is asshole. Yeah, I like what he had to say. So I'll clearly I just think he was just being Gavin, man. I mean, it's just what he does, you know what I mean? And apparently it was, I don't know. He's not saying it was fake. He's not saying it was fake. I would have said it's fake based on what I saw. Just saying. Let's see. The Sean 2 says everything that was said in the first Trump versus Biden debate is coming true and probably more to come. No, there's clips of Trump predicting every single thing that's happening. He's predicted it all. He predicted the freaking bank collapse, the economic collapse. He's predicted all of it. All of the stuff he's saying has become true. All of it. Reaper 0878 that's your first super chat. First super chat. Congrats on winning Shill of the Year for Crapatar 2, Jeremy. Will we see an acceptance speech from you on FNT? Trump 2024 all day, baby. Yeah, so I won Shill of the Year on Odin's thing for his channel because big fan of Avatar 2, and I will not apologize for that. Avatar 2 is a really good movie. I was very surprised. I didn't really like the first Avatar, but I really love the second one. So maybe I'll have to give an acceptance speech for that. Westfield, Trump's inability to pick someone who won't backstab him is his biggest flaw. We can't do this daily sabotage for 4 more years. Too many serious issues. It's a fair point. I guess I wouldn't want to be in Trump's position in terms of like trying to pick someone that won't backstab you. It seems pretty difficult because he's constantly getting backstabbed all the time. The man is always getting backstabbed. It's wild. So I don't know. I don't know how you pick people when you're constantly having people just come at you. You know what I mean? It's wild. By the way, shout out to our Rumble audience. I appreciate you guys. I see you, Johnny the Whiz Kid. I'll get to those super chats or those Rumble rants here momentarily. Vexner got that one. Let's see. Onib, I got that one that I misread. So right now we're at the roast session, and Bashy Washy for $100 has basically kind of, I think he's kind of dropped the hammer, and we don't talk about him. And so it kind of falls in line with me not wanting to even acknowledge this person anyway. I basically just hinted about it to kind of let them think that I was going to talk about him on the biggest hit show on the internet, CobraCast IRL. Right now, one of the biggest live streams on the entire internet. We're taking over the internet by storm. So clearly, fat, pathetic losers who haven't seen their penis in 7 years would love to be featured on this show. But at the end of the day, I'm just smarter than you. And I just teased you. I roasted you on Twitter. And I made you think I was going to talk about you and say your name, give you all this love. But unfortunately, the chat has decided that we're not talking about you. So thanks for watching, though, buddy. I appreciate it because I know he's watching. He unblocked me to say he was watching. What a pathetic loser. Jimmy Fingers, $5. Let me lay down a tall grass and let me do stuff. Also, FJB, free the J6 prisoners. I will say this. I got a minor roast out, a rebuttal. I'll just do a rebuttal really quick, okay? Just to have a little fun with it, okay? So let's have a little fun with it, okay? Let me full screen this. Let me show you guys something, okay? So this is going to be a two-parter right here, all right? Here's what's interesting. Since we're not going to mention this fat loser's name, but we are going to roast him a little bit. And show you what a lying piece of trash they are, okay? Audio and video are off. Really? Why would audio and video be off? Is that what you guys are seeing backstage? Let's see here. Is the chat saying the same thing? All right. Now we're good. It looks like we're good. Yeah, it looks like we're good. It might be for you, Eric. But right here, let me show you guys something really quickly. So one of the things that has been said right here is that in this tweet, let's see here, share screen, share that. All right. So in this tweet right here, it says that after my audience actually liked Andor, Jeremy was forced to lie and basically change my tune. So if you look at this quote right here, it says, a very, very boring 3 episodes overall. Boring because Lucasfilm is more interested in pushing their messaging than actually just telling you a good story. Okay. Now, just to be clear, this is a pedo lover that is saying this. I want you to remember this, okay? This is a quote from Andor Could Have Been Really Good, a review of Andor episodes 1, 2, and 3. So the accusation is that they took a quote from my video that Andor could have really been good. All right. And this is what a lot of my haters are doing right now. This just shows you how disingenuous they are. And I'm about to show you how disingenuous they are. Okay. They took a quote from my video and they said that I claimed that I hated the show, in my video. Quote from Andor Could Have Been Really Good. Then they said days later, I said I actually enjoyed Andor. Okay. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull that actual video up. Okay. We're going to pull that video up that they're quoting. What did I actually say in the video, ladies and gentlemen? This is towards the end. I can't remember where. One that was on the fence. A really terrible place when it's all said and done. But if I'm being honest about how I feel about it, based on episodes 1 through 3, they did enough to keep me at least interested in the next episode. I am interested because I do think we're going to get more of the Empire in the next episode and kind of move more into that world, because for all of the good world building that it did, it still didn't necessarily feel like Star Wars. Overall, I don't think you can say episodes 1 through 3 and split them up. It's just one big episode. It's essentially a movie. And again, Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, they don't really seem to know what they're doing the way that they released this. A very, very boring 3 episodes overall. And boring because Lucasfilm is more concerned with pushing their messaging, the message, than actually just telling you a good story. Because if you actually took this world building that you created with this show and wanted to tell me a really good, interesting story with interesting characters, that would have been a game changer. Unfortunately, you've got this vision and this scope, but it's being pulled down by the fact that they... So I said, right before the quote that they're taking, I said that I enjoyed the first 3 episodes, even though it was boring. I literally said it, but they took the quote out. And then they took the quote out and said that I then changed my tune after that, even though they quoted this video. So it just shows you how these people are pathetic liars. Pathetic liars. It's not the same shirt, by the way. That shirt was my Columbia shirt. That was the Columbia shirt. I made this shirt as an inspiration from that other shirt, though. But yeah, so again, context. They leave the context out so that they can build the fake narrative. So the entire argument was that I said that this show was boring and that Lucasfilm had no idea what they were doing. And I did say that, but I also said within the video that I liked it and I was looking forward to episode 4. But they said that I then changed my tune after that when the audience liked it and then came in and said that. It's a fucking lie. But that's what these people do. They take shit out of context, they build a lie, and then they want to sit there and push that out there. And then you have a bunch of mentally deranged people that need serious help. And then they run with that narrative. And it's the same thing that's happened with Trump. And it's the same thing that happened with fucking COVID. It's the same thing that happens all over the fucking place. Like, these leftist people say stuff all the time. They're psychopaths. They're unhinged. And it is what it is. Ultimately, yes, I mean, of course, yeah, I have receipts. I love how they quoted me. Like, they quoted the video. It's like you're leading people in there to see. It's like, I didn't even watch the video. Someone, like, watching it back, someone told me, they're like, hey, you know that video they're quoting you in? Yeah, you actually said that you liked it, like, right before that quote. I'm like, really? Well, fuck, that's an easy way to destroy this fat loser. So I did. But again, you have to understand the person that started all this is a person that defended the show Cuties, where underage girls, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old, maybe based on the trailers, were being sexualized, and they defended that, and they defended pedophilia, and it's pretty disgusting. But what do you expect? What do you expect from an overweight guy that hasn't seen his penis in a long time? But we're not going to mention him, but he was watching tonight. This was a lot of fun to not actually say this person's name just to trigger them. That's hella good right there. All right. Where are we at? Jimmy Fingers, I got that one. Vexner, Matt Walsh retweeted it. Biden and federal legislation. Go watch it. All right, I will. Bradley Burnett, Psaki said bank issue was so important that Joe woke up early to address the nation at 9 a.m. I've been at my desk before 8 a.m. in the last 25 years. Sleepy Joe falls asleep at afternoon climate conferences. Who believes this? I saw Jen Psaki say that. Boy Wonder says, take $20 and pwn this I command. Sophie says, hail Jeremy, Q made for rackets. Question made for rackets. Can somebody sue for trauma for someone exposing themselves on stream? Anyway, hail Snake Pit. Snake Pit, rise up. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. Stacy Lee with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you. Westfield 90. Problem is conservative voters. Trump voters won't vote DeSantis if he's the nominee and vice versa. Dems win easily if GOP always self-sabotages. That's what they want. And that's why I don't know why Ron DeSantis is not smart enough to see what's going on. That's the biggest concern right now. Like, how do you not see that this is self-sabotage? How do you not see that this is exactly what the left wants and needs? You know, he has to see this. He has to see this. Tyler Harris, the poorest way to face life is to face it with a sneer. Teddy Rose talked about cynics who dare not to get in the arena. Gavin seems to be this. I do appreciate what he said. So, in terms of his response, I think that was respectable. So I'm okay with it. I get it. My question is just, like, I'm still understanding, like, why did you even want to come on Friday Night Tights? He asked us to come on Friday Night Tights. You know, like, I don't understand it. It's wild. Drunk 3PO, hail CobraCast, the greatest live stream on YouTube. See, Drunk 3PO said it, so it must be true, chat. Thank you, Jay. Check out Jay's Indiegogo. I'm sure we're going to be dropping links in as soon as I said that. So check out his Indiegogo. He's closing in on 60K. Jay Hailstorm, more than Jay sent. Jay Hailstorm just sent more than Jay. Look at that. Hailstorm greater than Drunk 3PO. Bob R says, it is simple. He has no imagination, so it is infantile. Boo on him. Lawrence DeWolf, first, I'm sorry for my feelings on this, but I really think a lot of this felt like people tried hard to be nice because y'all have respect for him. All right, let me see. First, I'm sorry for my feelings on this, but I really think a lot of this felt like people tried hard to be nice because you all have respect for him. Is this Gavin? I mean, if this is Gavin you're talking about, I think that his response point blank said it. He told me, he said, the guy in the top middle, I argued with him a lot. So, I mean, clearly he recognized that I was the one pushing back constantly on him. So I don't think that was the case. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't want to gang up on anybody that comes on our show per se. But I think that there was a lot of resistance from Shad, from Ryan. So I think that there was a lot of pushback within reason. You don't want to just bring one person on and have 9 people gang up on them. Bryce For 20, at least he was pulling something out this time instead of putting something in this time. Basilic 999. I have a feeling this Gavin dude is a sexual offender in at least one state. Disgusting. He also put Gary's channel at risk, which really pisses me off. I agree with the fact that he put it at risk. I would not say he's an SO in any way, shape, or form. Again, I wouldn't make that accusation for sure. But yes, he did put Gary's channel at risk, which is a really douchebag thing to do for sure. And that's the most troubling aspect of it all. His whole argument that he didn't know it was live, I don't think that's the case. I'm fairly certain he knew it was live. I'm fairly certain. Maybe he thought we were pre-recording, but I'm pretty sure if you didn't know it was live, why would you do that in the first place then? Like, I call bullshit on that. I do call bullshit on that. Let's see. Grizzly Nightmare. If you control culture, you influence people, and that includes more than movies and video games. By the way, how about getting Clownfish TV on FNT? I think they've been on once, But yeah, we'd always love to have them on. I think they've been on once. My penis hurts for $9.99. The Jeremy I saw on FNT stands his ground and defends geek culture with no quarter given. Is the same Jeremy I discovered from the TLJ days and why I've been a fan since. Beyond proud of my friend. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line with that. I mean, there's a fine line because, again, it's our show. You want to make sure that you're not just jumping on someone. But and again, it's not like Gavin was like saying anything. I expected him to say all the stuff he said. I've heard him say it 1,000 times. There's video of him talking about this stuff over and over again. You know what I mean? So of course he was going to say that. I was prepared for that. We were all prepared for that. But at some point, you gotta step in there and go, bro, chill the fuck out. This is much bigger than that, and you're part of the problem. And I mean, I saw people during this whole stream. They were like, "Oh, Jeremy, he's mad. He's mad." I wasn't mad as much as I was just aggravated because I'm like, "Why are you here? What is this for? This has derailed the whole show. So why are you here?" And I'm just asking, like, why did you even want to be here? That was kind of what I was thinking. Why are you here? What's the point of this? And the whole show's been derailed. So why are we doing this? That was kind of my thought process the whole time. Flocky the Mad says cuties defenders need to go golfing with Abby. 100% on that. Let's see. Lawrence says it's about Gavin. I just felt a lot of his dead jokes. People pity laughed. I don't doubt y'all. Don't doubt y'all. It just felt off. Y'all would destroy it SJW with the same opinions, but lots of love. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. But again, I guess Gavin wasn't saying anything that I think he believes everything he's saying. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I know that he believes it. Whether he's right or wrong or is irrelevant, it's the fact that he doesn't understand the bigger picture. You know what I mean? That's my issue. Lbox 81 for $10 on Streamlabs. I'd like to see Jeremy versus Gavin in a debate. Jeremy was straight up on Gavin. Jeremy, way to step up to that ass hat. Fuck him. I love gaming, comics, anime. Hail Snake Pit and Geeks and Gamers. Thank you, sir. I mean, I think a one-on-one conversation would be really good, for sure. Blue Gundam says, what are things and maps everybody actually likes in the game? You seem to like, that was from, I think that was from, Mario Kart. I like most of the game. It's just the newer maps. I'm not familiar with them. I need to take time to practice them. So that's why. Let's see. No, I ain't risking my channel, and I certainly ain't going to go on his. So that's kind of the problem. It would have to be pre-recorded. That would have to be it. That would have to be it. And we got people on Rumble. Marco Reality. And Marco of Reality. And I think I missed him last time, so I apologize. I missed Rumble Rants. I remember Rush Limbaugh, the real video blogger, once stated comparing the leftist part of the population with the number of people on prescription meds. The numbers eerily lined up. That's pretty interesting, actually, to think about that. There is a serious mental health problem in this country. No doubt about that. I find Triton and Ursula the only interesting characters the actors are portraying. The rest is like, I don't care. Like Ryan says, Flounder and Sebastian look like, like the Flounder Sebastians are just terrible looking. It's like Lion King. I feel like I'm watching National Geographic trying to replicate the story, but it just doesn't work. If they actually look like the cartoons, then it'd be watchable, I think. Did you see Tim Pool in PragerU video? I'm actually really happy he did one. He talks about how much people can tolerate being lied to by the media and puts examples out. It's quite good. I'll have to check that one out. I mean, again, I'm clearly not the biggest fan of him, but a good take is a good take regardless as to who it comes from. So I would, if I can hear some stuff from him, kind of hear where he's coming from. Swig of water for the working man out there. Let's see. They won again without Jeremy. Oh, with Fortnite. Hey, I dropped 10 kills, baby. That was just a warm up. So too bad. Are they still playing? I might run. I don't think I can run Fortnite tonight. I don't think I got. I don't know, man. Do you guys want me to run Fortnite tonight on Twitch? Fortnite. See what you guys say. Also, we need some beer to shame. We need a beer to shame nominee. Who are you guys thinking? All right, on Twitch. There's Dan Vask in the chat again. Alec Baldwin's fingers just said no. He said no, motherfucker. I give you 50 gifted subs all the time, and I'm saying no. Xenaximus, props to all of you for your arguments against Gavin on F&T. While it may have been a mess, being challenged and defending your ideas and way of life only helps to strengthen your own confidence in what you all do. Respect to ya. Thank you. Appreciate that, Xenaximus. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that'll sit there and say, like, oh, you guys, just like the stupid Zack Snyder thing that fucking people just keep bringing up about Zack Snyder, and like, oh, they were just so happy to see Zack on their stream that they weren't challenging him. I fucking told him privately to his face that I don't like his DCEU movies on the brink of him releasing the Snyder Cut. I don't give a fuck about Zack Snyder. I don't care about him. I don't care about anybody in Hollywood. What I cared about is an opportunity that I saw to get some momentum, raise some money, and do some cool stuff. And that's why he wasn't challenged. And it's not really complicated. It's only complicated if you're someone that is desperate for traction and desperate to continue trying to talk about it to keep yourself relevant. But if you've done the slightest bit of research, you could watch my video on Geeks and Gamers where I broke the whole situation down. But when, if that would have been on anything other than a charity stream, I would have had no problem with us checking Zach and being like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? We had phone calls about this. What are you talking about? I fucking called you and told you that I was controversial and that you should probably think twice about connecting with me. And he decided he wanted to do it anyway. So that's just a fact. Krista got the last dub. Nice. All right, we're at 52%. Pretty heated. It's a pretty heated poll right there. 203 votes. Looks like you guys want me to run Fortnite over on Twitch. By the way, I submitted for partner on Twitch. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Twitch. I understand that, but ultimately, you gotta. We're trying to get as many platforms as possible. Rumble's doing their thing. I want Rumble to succeed. I wish Rumble Gaming was a little bit better organized, but they're getting there, and I'm happy about that. But I have submitted for Twitch partner, and that's a testament to all of you. So will we get it? Don't know. Time will tell. I will leave that going. Was there any other topics? Oh, Elon versus Fauci, boys. Bro, Elon and Fauci. Have you heard about this? Have you guys heard about this Elon and Fauci situation? So this is from Business Insider, okay? Fauci is going after Elon right now. Fauci is going after Elon. So right here, Fauci hits back at critics like Elon Musk who have called for his prosecution, saying, I wish I could figure out what the heck they're talking about. Bro, fuck this guy. Seriously, fuck this guy. Fauci is a terrible fucking person. A terrible person. Dr. Anthony Fauci has lashed out at critics, including Elon Musk, during an interview with CNN. The former U.S. chief medical advisor told host Jim Acosta that calls for his prosecution didn't make any sense and were irresponsible. The fact that this dude is calling anybody else irresponsible is disgusting. You know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't think I have that clip. I do not have that clip here on this one, but it's disgusting. You are the person that's irresponsible. You, Fauci, are irresponsible. Holy shit, man. Acosta had to read a Fauci tweet from Elon Musk suggesting Fauci should be prosecuted. My pronouns are prosecute Fauci, the billionaire said in December. Based ass Elon. There's no response to that craziness, Jim. Prosecute me for what? What are we talking about? I wish I could figure out what the heck they're talking about. I think they're just going off the deep end, Fauci said. He added that the narrative resulted in death threats and affected his family. He said, every time someone gets up and spouts some nonsense, misinformation, disinformation, and outright lies, somebody somewhere decides they want to do harm to me or my family. Every single time, they always play the victim. Every single time. It's always that they're the victim. They're the victims. Oh, my God. That's the part that's really unfortunate, Fauci said. What about Americans' families? What about people's families that were destroyed? What about jobs that were destroyed? What about careers that were destroyed over your bullshit? But you want to talk about your family got some mean tweets? Get the fuck out of here, Fauci. The rest of it is just insanity, the things they're saying, but it does not have a negative effect when people take it. But it does have a negative effect when people take it seriously and take it out on you and your family. Ridiculous, man. Just insanity. This guy's so sick. And Elon, this is on March 6th, said this again. Exactly. Fauci egregiously betrayed the public trust. Egregiously betrayed public trust. Fauci is a terrible person, an unbelievably dangerous and terrible person. And he deserves all of the criticism he has gotten and more. You have been celebrated by the mainstream media. Hollywood has propped you up. They've treated you as this celebrity. They've treated you as this second coming, and you don't deserve any of it. You deserve to be trashed. You deserve to be shamed. You deserve to be mocked. You deserve to be locked up based on the lies and the narratives that you have spread out there to the American people. He is a terrible person. That's a good call, Drunk 3PO. That's a good call. I think it's overdue. What are we thinking? We thinking Fauci gets the beard of shame? We thinking Fauci gets beard of shame? I think Fauci has earned it. I think that's a lifetime achievement award right there. What are we thinking? I'm seeing a lot of yeses. A lot of yeses for Fauci. Yep. I mean, it would be a lifetime achievement. He deserves the lifetime beard of shame. The lifetime beard of shame for Fauci. Can you, Jay Hailstorm? Can you edit it to be a lifetime beard of shame? Can we add that, Hailstorm? Can we make it a lifetime beard of shame? Are you here?
Yep.
All right, lifetime achievement award.
I got just the thing.
First ever, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever on CobraCast IRL, the #1 show on YouTube with IRL in the name, we are giving out the very first ever lifetime achievement beard of shame. It's happening tonight. Tell your friends, tell your family. This is a moment that will only happen once in a lifetime. Where were you when the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award for the Beard of Shame dropped on CobraCast IRL? The most important show on YouTube with IRL in the name. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. Lifetime achievements. Drunk 3PO. Drunk 3PO made that happen right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the chat. The chat's excited. We're feeling it. This is a historic moment. I feel it. People are in the streets crying right now because they've been waiting for this moment. They've been like, Jeremy, please, can you please give us a Fauci Lifetime Achievement Beard of Shame Award? Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Fauci is, let's see, the Yahtzees is what the Yahtzees who have done the same thing. Yes. Wargasm becomes a member. Thank you. Bird Up, Dan Vask for Beard of Shame. Sega Forever. It's pretty good. Darth Gavel, bringing Gavin on was the right call. FNT can't be an echo chamber. Risk is necessary. Unfortunately, Gavin was in bad faith and hurt you unnecessarily. I don't think he hurt us. But I appreciate what you're saying for sure. Lawrence says, take 5 more for reading the follow-up. You stood up for us, and I respect that. Snake Pit, rise up. Geeks and Gamers, Gearhead channel, car channel, win. Much love. I can't create any more right now. There's way too many channels at this point in time. But I appreciate it. I'd love to start a car channel, but not right this second. Actually, can I give you guys, while we're waiting for the Lifetime Achievement, do you guys want to give you a sneak peek at something? Do you want a sneak peek at something? So tomorrow on Geeks and Gamers, we're dropping our latest vlog on the main channel. Vlogs are going to be a thing that we're doing a lot more of, okay? In that vlog, I give you a glimpse, okay? I give you a minor glimpse of my Mustang. You guys want to see it? Okay. So all right, I'll show you the first little bit, okay? I'll show you the first little bit while we're waiting on Beard of Shame. So this is tomorrow's vlog, okay? Here we go. This is tomorrow's vlog.
Where are we going?
We are going to the world's biggest McDonald's here. Are you ready?
Let's go! We're here!
Steph, I don't think that's the one.
Oh.
Woo! Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Tell me that ain't pretty right there. We got to slow-mo this part, okay? We got to slow-mo this part, all right? Let's slow-mo this part, all right? Let's see. So let's slow that down, okay? Look at that, okay?
I don't think that's the one.
We got to slow this part. Look at that, baby. Go. Look at that. Look at those Shelby rims. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right, let me get the speed back up here. All right, here we go.
Where'd he go?
You want to take this in the middle?
I'm the best.
That's it right there. That's all you get. That's it. So you see the whole video tomorrow on Geeks and Gamers. 6-speed. It's a 6-speed. 6-speed. So there you go. 6-speed. I couldn't have an automatic. I do want to paint it black. I have not gotten enough super chats to help me get there yet, and I got too much money going in too many other places. So unfortunately, it's gonna have to stay. It's gonna have to stay white for now. But Disney will probably give me the money if I turn it black. All I need to tell them is, hey, I have something white that needs to be black, and they'll be like, oh, well, we'll pay for that right now, and they'll probably do it. So you guys have no idea how loud that car is. It's so fucking loud. It's got headers. It's got Flowmasters. It's got a Boss 302 intake. And it's got a 6-speed manual. Yes, 6-speed manual. 6-speed manual. So yes. All right. I'm waiting for Hailstorm, and we're gonna do the Beard of Shame Lifetime Achievement Award. But that video will be on Geeks and Gamers tomorrow, and more vlogs for sure. Manual crew. How many manual people do we have in the chat? Automatic or manual? Let's do it right here. Start the poll. Auto or there we go. Right there. Vote. This better be like 90-10, if not 100. This better be like 90-10. You know, I've heard people like, where are we at? Somebody just said something. Put a wrap on it instead of a new paint job. I have heard that that's the way to go, and I've considered that. I've considered doing a wrap. I've talked to a few people about it. Eric K. I got Phantasm Mr. Knox. Eric K says Fauci and Dan Vask, Beard of Shame. Yosh becomes a new member. Thank you. Stuart Halverson, I got that one. The Matrix and Roadshow, I got that one. Kevin, I got that one. I think I got them all. Yeah, except for that latest one from you, Eric. Fauci and Dan Vask deserve the Beard of Shame. Wow, it's so much closer than I thought this was going to be. Manual's barely at 55-45. Wow, I'm shocked. I am shocked. I am very surprised that it's 55-45 right now. That is interesting. Okay. Hey, I respect it. Mine's a 2013. My GT's a 2013. Put a Geeks and Gamers wrap on it, says Darth Gavel. I'm shocked that Manual's only winning 54-46. Wow. Okay. I felt like it was going to be a lot more. I see a white car and I want it painted black. Me too. So here's the thing. Because I know people are like, oh, fake Shelby, blah, 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 blah. Listen. I had a black Shelby that I was going to buy. This car's so much nicer. So much nicer than the black Shelby. So this car sounds better. It's faster. It's got lower miles. It's got better interior. It's better kept. It's better taken care of. It had, the Boss 302 intake on it. The Shelby was fine. It was nice. But it had more wear on it than this car. This car was far better car. And if you don't know, a Mustang guy will know probably, but most people cannot tell this isn't a Shelby. So, I've never been let's see, this guy says, I've never been Johnny Skinwalker says, I've never been a car guy, so automatic for me. I hear you. Mary Nichols says that bro's going to be hot. That car's going to be hot. No. Well, I mean, it's will, but like the AC is so good in it. But maybe I shouldn't say it on the internet, but I guess I will. But like my windows are very, very, very tinted. I'll just say that. They're just very, very tinted. That's all I'll say. And that's all I'll say about it here live on the internet in front of 1,000 people. So, Hey, Manual, aka anti-theft against modern carjackers. Okay, I hear you on that. Hailstorm, where are you going to put this Beard of Shame when you get it done? Soy boys drive automatics. Stacy S. I saw a couple that came in. Fantastic Mr. Knox. I drive an auto twin turbo 350Z. Yeah, I'm lazy, but I want that power. I hear you on that. I will say that I have never driven. So there was a Mustang I was looking at. It was a GT that had been slowly they were converting it to a Shelby, and but it had the automatic. So I've never driven one, but it was an automatic with a manual, I guess, conversion to it. So it was still like there wasn't a clutch, but it had that kind of dual thing on it. I don't know. I'd never driven one. So I drove this one. And so, but I guess you can still shift through the gears and it makes you feel like you're shifting. I'd never driven one of those. So, let me see. I love all the people talking about their cars and their trucks and stuff like that. So, all right, where we at? Hailstorm says, Twitter DMs in 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 minutes away from the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award on CobraCast IRL. One of the single greatest moments in the history of YouTube is about to be upon us. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. Because I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But we are going to get the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award. And it's the Beard of Shame forever. Dove soap has gone woke. What, Drunk 3PO? Now we have soap companies going woke? What? Corner Pub Gamer says, but not in video games. Shifting in. Oh, I got you. Okay. What's going on now, Jay? Am I going to supercharge or turbo that thing? Probably not. And mainly just because, I mean, I want it for cruising. It's fast as hell already. With the upgrades that it has, I don't think I'm going to supercharge it or anything like that or turbo it because I've had enough tickets in my life. So Drunk 3PO says check his tweet. This is Jay's way of getting his Twitter plugged is essentially what this is right now. And it's a good grift. Don't get me wrong. It's a good grift. So, all right, oh my God. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? So Dove soap. So disappointed that the whale won the Oscar for best hair and makeup. Fat suits are harmful. They are not your opportunity to win awards. Our identity is not your costume. Cast fat actors to play fat characters. What? Dove responds. Why did Dove respond to this? I don't know. It's not like they were tagged. Stop giving fat suits awards. We want better representation in Hollywood. Hashtag let's change beauty. What? I got to respond. I'm going to respond on my phone. I got to respond. All right, here we go. I got to respond. Okay. I got to come up with something like really good though. Like I'm going to fucking annihilate them. Let's see here. How offensive can we get? You know what? I just think this is the best one. I can't go super offensive as much as it's just God damn it. Hang on. I gotta find a good picture to respond with. I gotta get a good picture. What are we gonna respond with? I'm looking. Give me a minute. Oh, of course. The only one that matters. Boom. Look at my response now. Here we go. Hang on. Let me refresh. What's going to happen here? Okay. Right there. There it is. There it is, Dove. Go fuck yourself. That's it right there. The Eric July, go fuck yourself. That's the one right there. And it's a black man, so if you have anything against it, you're racist. So you can't you can't say anything back to me. You are racist if you say anything back. So there we go. Jesus Christ, man. Let's give Jay some credit. There he is. Dove Soap wants obese representation in Hollywood. This is wild. Body size discrimination is never okay. We're working to ensure it become what? But what the fuck is going on? Body size discrimination is never okay. We're working to ensure that it becomes illegal in all 50 states. What? I can't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. It's over. No. 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 What the fuck are we doing? Soap companies have gone woke. It's got to be. Is it not a parody account? It's not a parody account. How is this not a parody account? What is this? What is that? Jesus Christ. My goodness. My goodness. What is going on? Holy shit. This is amazing, dude. Well, Dove, I'm going to have to cover that. Like I'm going to have to do an actual video on that here on this channel. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for one of the most important moments in the history of YouTube. We are about to get the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award. Lifetime Achievement Beard of Shame. Lifetime Achievement Beard of Shame. This is something that's going to be covered all over the world. Okay? Chin Pelt says, Matt Jarbo blocked me on Twitter for calling him out for reviewing your Little Mermaid video on your stream last week. Dude lurks your streams and blocks people, laughing my ass off. On a side note, long live geeks and gamers. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, dude, these fucking pathetic losers, they're obsessed. They're obsessed. And I'm appreciative of that, but thank you. Menthi says, if you're playing My Culture is not a costume with body fat, you shouldn't be allowed online. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, man down, man down. Credo got you. Dove gets the beard of shame. Maybe for tomorrow night. Lying face dog pony soldier says, Dove is pumping out a big fat lie. Flocky the Mad says, BOS for sleepy bad touch sniffer Joe. Win. Lying face dog pony soldier says, I am switching from Dove to lava right now. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, yes, I second Jane Fonda with a beard of shame. Lawrence DeWolf says, Hanoi Jane deserves second lifetime beard of shame. That white is looking fresh. Just my opinion. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys, it's time. Are you ready? Silence. Silence. The time is now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, CobraCast IRL is proud to present to you the very first episode of the Lifetime Achievement Award Beard of Shame, the piece of shit, Dr. Fauci. Here we go.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Elizabeth.
Heartfelt.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, man. That's nice. Well done, sir. Well done with the Fauci beard of shame. Oh, my God. That's fantastic. Dr. Fauci, Lifetime Achievement Award, Beard of Shame. This man will always wear the beard of shame. He will never be able to shave this beard of shame for the rest of eternity. He is a terrible person. He's a terrible human being. We don't like Fauci. We don't respect Fauci. We don't want Fauci to ever have any respect anywhere he goes. He should be disrespected at all times. JM the Elite fan. I'm applying for the national. They asked me whether I was a male, female, trans, non-binary, and my preferred pronouns. God help us. The medical community is screwed. Good Lord. I can't imagine, man. Like, I can't imagine what people go through right now in the daily workforce. I really can't. Like, I feel for all of you. I really do. Like, I just... It's crazy that we're still in this position, man. I just don't know. Like, I remember when I was working in retail all that time, there were goofy rules, you know what I mean? There were goofy things going on, but now with this whole pronoun, woke, bullshit, diversity, all of that, I can't imagine. Like, I was in Target the other day and the employee had pronouns on his fucking name tag. I every bone in my body just like, I just wanted to like say something, but I was like, I'm not going to do it. But I wanted to. Like, I'm just like, you have your fucking pronouns on your name tag and this company allowed this shit. Have you guys seen like places like companies have like pronouns on their name tags now? Have you guys been seeing that? It's insane. It's insane. Robin Lee says, if they believe the movie is about body shaming, they will never watch it. Brendan Fraser is a legend. He left Hollywood because he was sexually assaulted. Brendan Fraser is awesome. So, yeah, I can't imagine working in retail right now. I really can't. It's ma'am. Gender neutral toy aisle. Oh my God. All right, because of all of you, got voted 51-49. And I guess I could do it for a little while. I guess I will go live over on Twitch, D-Day Cobra, for a little while and play some games. The people spoken, and when the people speak, you have to respect it. We do have our daily stream tomorrow, Geeks and Gamers. Then we have Tuesday night's main event. I need to upload some more videos. I need to cover this Dub story, by the way. What the fuck, dude? We have a soap company going woke. What is going on, man? This is crazy. The woke mind virus is insane. Sophie says, gotta sleep. Bye, Jeremy and Snake Pit. Thank you, Sophie. Appreciate you. Man. Dove now gone woke. If you want more on that, please go over to Drunk 3PO's channel and check out his Twitter thread. I'm sorry. But we're gonna call it here. Let me make sure I don't have any more super chats. Got that one. Oh, Borg Porg. What up, Borg Porg? What the fuck are they talking about? Lizzo always wins awards. Yeah, exactly. Lying dog face pony soldier. I don't always fat shame, but when I do, I have had too much Dos Equis. I can't even remember how to say that, but I remember that commercial. The most interesting man in the world, or whatever it was. So again, tomorrow, Geeks and Gamers, 11 Eastern. We're going to be live for our daily live stream, 1 hour. Tuesday night's main event tomorrow should be interesting. Legal Mindset is on tomorrow, so that's going to be awesome. I'm going to go live on Twitch now. So if you guys want to come watch me play video games for about an hour, feel free to hop on over there. Other than that, I really appreciate all of you. You guys are the best. Josiah Robinson says, great stream. Hey, thank you. Oh, Lisa, you got a super chat? Did I miss it? Oh, there it goes. Careful. Oh, Lisa for 5. Careful. Fat is a disability that people get government funds for. Don't shoot the messenger. I hear you on that. Robin Lee says, if they believe the... Oh, I got that one. Okay, so I skipped yours, Lisa. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Dos Equis. See you, Alec Baldwin's finger. Appreciate you, buddy, for all your support on this channel, and everybody else, whether you like the videos, whether you send super chats, whether you send donations, whatever, whether you lurk, you are important. You matter here. You are a valued member of the, D-Day Cobra Snake Pit Cobra Crew community. I do have a sub goal and a follower goal over on Twitch right now that we're working towards. So if you want to help out with that, we're going to be over there live in the next 10 minutes. So I'll see all of you. Thank you for all of the love in the chat. I appreciate it so much. Let's see. Later on, Cobra Crew. Let me see. Well, that will be the last. What do you mean? What do you mean, Lisa? And Lisa, hang on. Was there something else, Lisa? I didn't miss something else, did I? Where you at, Lisa? I'm going to wait. Lisa's cool. She's always here, so I want to make sure I didn't miss something else she said. She goes, okay, I'm better now. Okay, let's make sure, Lisa. You know, I'll try to read everything you guys send. I appreciate all of you. So, thank you, Johnny. Let's see. Tim says, I don't understand why you like Trump so much. He's backstabbing punk. Well, I mean, it's okay that you don't like him. I think he's the greatest president of my lifetime. I think he loves America. I think he's the only person that can save America under the current circumstances that it's in. And I'm a huge fan. And if you don't like him, that's totally okay. That's no problem. But I'm a big fan. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, guys. I love you all. I'll see you on Twitch here in about 10 minutes. Have a good night. Oh, hang on. Lost Tails. Damn, CobraCast IRL. The GOAT for real. Hey, that's what's up. All right. Good night, everyone. I'll see you in a few. Bye.